What is up, guys? It is Christ, and we are back with another video. This is a band that's kind of coming out of left field for you, but the reason I'm doing this now is because there's an album coming up by this band. This band's called Darkwater, and for those of you who don't know, they are a progressive rock and metal band. I follow Dream Theater on Facebook now, and this was suggested because I listened to Dream Theater, and so I gave it the benefit of the doubt, and I checked it out, and I wish I would have reacted to this song because there was the song I reacted to was called Alive Part 2 off their upcoming album, and it was absolutely mind blowing. It was absolutely amazing. It was so melodic, it was so full of emotion, it was so full of just absolutely amazing instrument work, and the lyrics were just so deep, and the music video pretty much brought me to tears from watching it. And so needless to say, I got hooked on it. And they have another song out called A New Beginning. I didn't check that one out either, but I told myself if I check out any more Darkwater, it's going to be, I'm going to react to it. I don't really care if it gets views or not, because this channel also helps me. Like, if I can go back and look and find out like when I fell in love with a band and that kind of stuff. So this is what we're going to be listening to today. This is called Breathe. And the reason I'm doing this today is because the I'm recording this at night. I'm recording it the night I recorded the Dream Theater Distance Over Time, the two songs. Hopefully you guys have seen those, because I'm hoping they're not blocked. But I'm kind of iffy whether I want to upload those two right now. I'm thinking I want to upload them after I get off work tomorrow. And so you guys won't see them probably directly at 12. You'll see them a little bit after. But I want something on there at 12. And so that's the reason we're going to be checking out Darkwater, Breathe. Also today, there's going to be a video that's very near and dear to my heart. I've won a copyright dispute against a song. I reacted to Mark Morton and Chester Bennington's Cross Off, and it was an absolutely amazing song, and I was getting pretty emotional in that song, and so I want to share that with you guys today. And I don't really care if you're a fan of Chester or Mark Morton. I would definitely appreciate it if you go and check out that song, because I got some really, really cool things to say in that song about basically my rock and metal journey. Is Linkin Park was what kickstarted it. And so without further ado, guys, I apologize for the long intro. We're gonna be checking out Darkwater Breathe, and I can't wait because these guys are absolutely amazing. Some weird time measurements on here. I don't even know what this time signature is.
Time cannot heal this pain so unreal. Life has been no friend of mine. It twists and it turns. By failure I learn how to live, 'cause this could be divine. Nothing lasts in my hands. It slips through like sand.
Absolutely. Whoops, didn't mean to replay that. Absolutely amazing song by Darkwater. That was called Breathe, and I gotta say it was better than I thought it was gonna be. Um, I didn't. Okay, so I've only really heard anything off their first album. Not their first album, their most recent. I've heard Alive Part 2, um, and I've heard A New Beginning. But this one was also really good. It was also the single, as you guys can tell. But conveniently, this is the very first song on the album. And so if you guys want me to potentially react to this whole album, I am more than open to it. Um, I can say that what I've heard from Darkwater, I am really impressed with, and I am definitely more than open to listening to more of this artist and album. I know for a fact that I will be buying the new album when it comes out. I've heard two songs off it, and they are actually, at the time of recording this, they are releasing another song, Human, the title track on the album, like tomorrow on Friday, the day this is supposed to go up. And so I will definitely be reacting to that as well. You guys have a bunch of progressive stuff that is coming tomorrow, and I hope you guys are happy with it because I certainly am. Progressive metal and rock is just a genre that I've been falling in love with recently. It's a challenge because they use non-traditional time signatures, and it's a challenge to both listen to and to find the like musicianship in. And that's the best thing that I love about progressive rock and metal, and the fact that like they do a lot of stuff that other genres don't do. And so with that out of the way, I'm gonna go ahead and rate this. If I had to rate this, I'm gonna rate actually I never really got to what I thought about the instruments. Let's get into what we thought about the instruments. I'm sorry about that. So let's look at what the lyrics have to say. I apologize for that. It kind of went off on a tangent there. So he says, "Lost in fear, my wrongs are so close, much too late to make amends, ripped from my hands, deprived from my life, all will soon come to an end. I can see you, still can hear you, all with me torn apart." So it seems like I don't know if this is someone that this person had lost, or if they are about to lose, or if they're going through a bad time. Like, and when it says lines like "I feel you breathe beside me," "I won't let you go without me," it sounds like either these two are very in love, and one of them is close to death, or or they have already died, and he's like he has suicidal thoughts about it as well. And the next line says, "Time cannot heal this pain so unreal. Life has been no friend of mine. It twists and turns. By failure I learn. All too late, 'cause this could be divine." In other words, he feels like this could be like the best time in his life, like pure bliss. But then again, it happens to just be taken away from him. In the next line, it says, "Nothing lasts in my hands. It slips through like sand." And he can't seem to find any sort of happiness. And when he does find happiness, it gets taken away from him. And there's some really deep lyrics that are going on here. And that's one thing I love about progressive metal is how deep like the lyrics can get in this genre. And then it says the final chorus says, "I feel you breathe beside me. I won't let you go without me. So just breathe." And then it repeats again. So yeah, it seems like this person can't deal with the loss of someone else, and so he is contemplating taking his own life because of it, because they were the only thing that made this person happy, and when they're gone, he's not going to find happiness ever again. And so he's contemplating ending it because their life is about to end. That's my interpretation of the lyrics, and even if that's not the correct like interpretation, that's still like something that speaks like a lot, and that's something that like I can kind of relate to. There was a time where I did feel like that, and so yeah, I can really relate to this song. The music overall, there was some really unique time signatures in here that I really had to challenge myself, and ultimately I failed at a couple of them. The time signatures were really good. There was some really cool riffs in here, and I like the intro, the sort of like synth intro that they had going on here, and the more symphonic elements that they had like throughout the song. It sounded really good. The guitar solo was nice. It wasn't anything crazy, but the keyboard solo, absolutely amazing, and the drum work is absolutely amazing. I am really starting to get into this band, and I hope you guys are along with the journey for me. The reason I'm kind of reacting to Darkwater now is because I want to have at least a few viewers on here so that when I react to the actual album, I have some fans that I can check it out with as well. And so with that out of the way, guys, this has been Christ. I will see you next time. Don't forget to check out my video of cross off today. It's going to be absolutely amazing, and make sure you bring a couple tissues because you may cry with my story. Anyways, I will see you later.